Gotcha. Just put her in after Michaela Lynn Madison, or Kayla Mack. There should,
After Kayla.
yeah, because she's got plenty of, there's plenty of seats on that road. Graduates. Can y'all hear me? All right, quick reminder, just when we get ready to begin at 7:30, when we start awarding the diplomas and you come up the stage, you can take your mask off. You can leave it in your chair. That way, when you come across, you'll have a good picture because you're going to take a picture on the stage. You're also going to take a picture off to the side. So that way you don't have to have the mask hanging around. You can leave it at your chair when you go back. Okay? Yay.
Can I bring this over here for a second?
Good morning. We're going to get started in about 6 minutes, but parents, just a few reminders for y'all. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you understanding the 2-ticket rule and the parking rule. I know it's difficult, but I thank you so much. I hope everybody is sitting on a fox up there and y'all are practicing social distancing around here. Thank you. The restrooms are open for your use. We've got plenty of programs if you need a program. We've got hand sanitizing stations if you need to utilize the hand sanitizer. We ask that the bottom row be utilized just for our handicap seating, if at all possible, please. Also, at the end of the ceremony, when the students recess out of the stadium, parents, I need your help. If you will please stay in the stands. Do not leave the stands until all of our graduates have left the field. And I've instructed the graduates to go straight to the parking lot. Please, guys, do not congregate right outside of the entry gate. I need y'all to head straight to the parking lot. Again, we have to practice our social distancing, so please help me with this. All right? All right, guys, in 5 minutes we'll get started. Thank you. we're getting ready to start the ceremony. We'll begin it with the processional pomp and circumstance. When the first bar of the music plays, if I could have everybody stand for pomp and circumstance. They'll begin playing it in less than a minute.
All right, you can take a seat now. Good morning, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Donovan Batts. I've had the extreme honor of serving as ARHS High School Student Body President this year. Even though we're 6 feet further apart than planned, I'm still so glad we can come together today to celebrate. To start, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you seniors out here. We made it. 12 years of school, countless classes, hundreds of assignments, thousands of tests, and here we are today. Even amidst a global pandemic, we can be hopeful and excited for what the future holds. There are just so many decisions to make after high school. Am I going to college? Am I going to get a job? Should I join the military? Should I travel the world? Or should I just hang out on my parents' couch for another year? Whatever path you choose, just know that you have what it takes to reach your goals. These past 4 years of high school have instilled in us the values of determination and commitment that we will use our entire lives. The fact that you're sitting out here right now, today, shows that you have what it takes to succeed. Now, I originally planned to talk about some high school memories and maybe a few funny moments I've had along the way, but there are larger issues at hand. I'm sure if you've noticed, these last couple of weeks have been tense. Riots, protests, petitions, and social media trends have brought to focus the inequalities in America. It's a sad truth, but I have experienced firsthand how systemic racism is a real issue. Each and every person simply has the right to be treated fairly. Now, my goal in saying this isn't to force my views on all of you, but instead, I challenge you, the class of 2020, to open your eyes to the world around you. These problems have existed long before we were even born, but as we venture out into the world, we have an opportunity to come together and make a difference. Axley Ridge High School has taught us to be great citizens in our community. It's important that we don't forget about the people who've helped us along the way. Teachers, who spend countless hours showing us not only what to learn, but how to learn. Counselors, who have helped us set our goals and stay on track. Administrators, who provide leadership and kept us safe. Peers, who have become more than just classmates, but will be lifelong friends. And lastly, we can't forget our families. These are the people that will love you unconditionally. No matter what mistakes you make, and trust me, you're gonna make some mistakes, family will be in your corner cheering you on. So before I go, I'd like to share a poem that I wrote. If anything sounds familiar, it's just a coincidence. Now this is a story all about how our senior year turned upside down. I'd like to take a moment, just sit right there. I'll tell you how the seniors survived through the scare. South Carolina, born and raised, in the classroom is where we spent most of our days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing all cool. But then Governor McMaster says we can't go to school. A certain little virus that was up to no good started making trouble in our neighborhood. The schools were closed, but the work kept coming. We tried to ignore it, but there was no point in running. Distance learning packets, Zoom calls, online tests. It's been a struggle, but hey, we all did our best. But look how far we've come. We're finally here. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it through this crazy year. Thank you. I now invite you to come together for one final moment of meditation. Now, before we sing the national anthem, it is my honor and privilege to recognize our classmates who have committed to serve our great country in the armed forces. Please stand as your name is called so we can recognize your patriotic decision to serve and defend our country. Cheyenne Caldwell, Ashton Colucci, Jaron Davis, Madison DeWitt, Ambria Edmond, Jacob Fazenbaker, Malik Fleming, Treasure Graham Jackson, Malik Hales, Matthew Hart, Jacob Herman, Caitlin Howard, Jordan Kuzniak, Zoe Ladson, Sierra Larman, Savannah Laughlin, Mark Mahaffrey, Logan Nichols, Markel Perkins, Ethan Speaksman, William Somerset, Ethan Schwartz, Anna Talley, Javante Williams, and Robert Wilson. I now invite everyone to please stand with these students for the playing of the national anthem. All right, congratulations again, and thank you.
That's a little tough to follow. I will do my best. Good morning. Welcome to the 10th annual commencement for Ashley Ridge High School. There is no doubt that it is a great honor to always be a part of this celebration. And this celebration is a little different this year, but I think it is just as special. This celebration would not be possible without the individuals sitting in the front. Our Dorchester District 2 Board of Trustees, Ms. Tanya Robinson, Chairman. Ms. Barbara Crosby. Mr. Justin Farnsworth. Mr. Evan Guthrie. Ms. Gail Hughes. Mr. Brian Mitchum. And Ms. Lisa Tupper. I'd like to recognize our district office administration, our superintendent, Mr. Joe Pye. Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Julie Cornarens. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Glenn Huggins. Dr. Greg Harrison, our Executive Director of Secondary Schools. Dr. Tony Capoletti, our Director of Pupil Personnel Services. And Ms. Camilla Pinkney, our Assistant Director of High School Curriculum. The supportive, student-focused leadership displayed by our district leaders is key to our student achievement. The administrative team at Ashley Ridge works tirelessly for successful options for our students. Today is as much a celebration for them as it is for our seniors. Our administrative team is Mr. Mark Blacklock, Mr. Justin Buckingham, Miss Heidi Gary, Miss Brooke Matthews, Mr. Anthony Peretti, Mr. Eric Seitz. Yes, it is his first graduation. Ebony Summers Fogel, and Mr. Randall Tucker. I'd like to recognize a group of individuals who give of themselves selflessly on a daily basis at Ashley Ridge. And I will tell you, over the last few months, I can promise you it's been about 24/7 for them. They work incredibly hard on building relationships with their students and pushing them towards success. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the amazing work of our faculty members. The faculty and staff respectfully request your cooperation as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2020 in a dignified and respectful manner. All names are important to our family and friends. Please help us ensure that all names are heard by holding your applause and your celebration until all our seniors are recognized. Please do not leave your seats to take pictures or videos. A photographer will take each graduate's picture as they cross the stage. Also, remain in place until the graduates recess from the field. The graduates will recess straight to the parking lot, and you can meet your student at the car. I know that does not make for great pictures. We want to maintain our social distancing throughout the ceremony and at the end. At this time, please check to ensure that your cell phone is off. I ask that you refrain from using air horns or noisemakers of any kind that might detract from this ceremony. Remember, it's all about respect, and that is one of Radcliffe's non-negotiables. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Members of the class of 2020, today is the day that we celebrate your hard work and your achievements, and we imagine all of the possibilities that lie ahead for you. Parents, this is for you. According to Sam Levinson, youth is a time of rapid changes. Between the ages of 12 and 18, a parent can age 30 years. I question 30 years. I think it's a little bit more. Members of the class of 2020, every year I labor over the message that I want to share with our graduates. This year has been no different. In past years, I've discussed the importance of time, work ethic, the best is yet to come, the growth of eagles, who's packing your parachute, and building your house. Today, my story centers around a cup of coffee. I know y'all enjoy Starbucks and Big B, but I want you to think about this. You're holding a cup of coffee when someone comes along and bumps into you or shakes your arm, making you spill your coffee everywhere. The question is asked, why did you spill your coffee? The obvious response is, because somebody bumped into me. That's the wrong answer. You spilled the coffee because there was coffee in your cup. Had there been tea in the cup, you would have spilled tea. That makes sense, correct? Whatever's inside the cup is what will spill out. Therefore, and I need you to think about this, therefore, when life comes along and shakes you, which will certainly happen, and quite frankly, y'all have already experienced this year. Whatever is inside you, whatever's inside that cup, will come out. It will spill out. It's easy to fake it until you get rattled or you get tested. So we ask ourselves, what's in our cup? When life gets tough, what spills over? Is it joy? Is it gratefulness, peace, and humility? Or is it anger, bitterness, harsh words, and reactions? Life's going to provide you with the cup. You're going to choose how to fill that cup. Today and the future, let's work towards filling our cups with gratitude, with forgiveness, with acceptance, with joy, kindness, and love for others. So today, graduates, when you leave the stage, a junior marshal is going to hand you a cup and saucer keychain. Let that cup and saucer remind you that as young graduates, now's the time to fill your cup with goodness and with inspiration and with a lot of love. On a personal note, I want to thank the class of 2020 for allowing me to share in the 4 years of your high school experience. You've done amazing work, and you've left a strong legacy that'll be difficult to follow. I'm proud of all that you've accomplished and all that you have overcome. Remember, get ready, guys. Remember, we are, that is weak. Y'all are well out of practice. Let's try that one more time. We are, that's better. Best wishes and God bless. I'm not quite finished yet. I've got the good fortune of recognizing our salutatorian and our valedictorian. This year is undoubtedly the year of firsts, and this year is the first year that our valedictorian and our salutatorian introductions are together in one speech. When deciding what to say about students who earn these titles each year, I pore over their accolades, their accomplishments, and their academic feats, to be able to properly illustrate to the crowd the reasons why they are who they are and the path that they took to earn their titles. The curious thing about the valedictorian, Selena Halabi, and the salutatorian, Dahlia Halabi, is that their resumes and their paths to success are oddly similar. To have a young adult accomplish so many feats in their school and their community in such a short time is admirable. To have two is extraordinary. All of you know the Halabi twins. You've had them in your classes. You've seen them on Friday nights at halftime, front and center as the marching band performs, or hanging up flyers to promote AR Cares, the club that they co-founded to support and provide for those in need in our school and our community, or preparing for an upcoming HOSA or a UN competition. Two things that you may have noticed about the Halabi twins is that, one, they are usually the two hardest working people in the room, and two, they're usually together. This accounts for the interesting similar I swear to goodness.
What were you saying about that chair?
Huh?
What were you saying about that chair on top? It will go down in history. I don't know.
You know what? I thought about asking if they'd taken it off. They turned it off.
Are you really trying to stand up? It's all good. It's all good.
What's in
Oh
the
God,
cup?
did we soak the board members?
Thank you.
Most exciting.
I got rained on Monday, which is okay because it was so hot. I was like,
Oh
it's
God,
rain.
the board members.
This is hilarious.
Oh God. Hey, hear me one.
No kidding. Cut the wire.
I know, I was like, did the off-street come down?
Right, that's what I thought too.
I could see it back there. I'm like, uh-oh, sprinkler system.
They've got the back one off. Now they're starting all to come on. There, it's off. All right. Perfect.
That's the best introduction y'all got.
Yo, I don't think it get much better than that at Ashley Ridge. Hey, y'all complain about the heat, we bring you water. We got to keep it exciting around here. Towels back there? I've got towels back on that back table. There's some right there on that back table. All right, do me a favor. Take those back that way and just give them to them to dry off. They just took some out there. To go wipe things off.
There's like a hater. There's a non-believer.
All right, a few more seconds and we'll get things rolling again. Got to keep it exciting. All right, are we ready to go? Yes. All right, just to give you a reminder, I'm introducing our valedictorian and our salutatorian. Two things you may have noticed about the Halabi twins is that one, they're usually the two hardest working people in the room, and two, they're usually together. This accounts for the interestingly similar list of accomplishments. They both are National Merit finalists. They both are United States Presidential Scholar candidates. They both are in the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, and the Music Honor Society. They both represented Ashley Ridge at Palmetto Girls State, and they're leaders in the Model United Nations. They both earned first place awards at the South Carolina HOSA State Leadership Conference, although Dahlia earned her award in pathophysiology and Selena in epidemiology. They are both AP scholars, and they're candidates for earning the prestigious AP Capstone Diploma. I could go on, but you get the picture. Everyone who knows the Halabi twins knows that they are not only driven, focused, and academically impressive, to say the least, but they're also kind, soft-spoken, modest, helpful, and two of the most empathetic people that you will know. So how did this dichotomy happen? How did not one, but two people achieve such academic feats, yet also become the beautiful human beings that they are? How did they navigate so seemingly effortlessly through the treacherous academic waters of Ashley Ridge's hardest classes and most challenging teachers to come out on top while keeping intact their humility, their humanity, and their humor, because they really are quite funny? I have a theory that I'd like each and every one of you to take to heart. I think that Selena and Dahlia Halabi are the wonderful people they are because they have each other. They are each other's person. They don't have to be competitive or negative or anxious or any of the other attributes that sometimes comes with the fight to the academic apex of a class, because they have a person in their life who supports them. Dahlia has Selena, and Selena has Dahlia. They live life with a certain calmness because they know that there is someone who always has their back. I wish that for all of you. Life can be difficult, but it is less difficult when you have a person. This person can be a family member or a friend. Find someone who will celebrate your victories. Find someone who will tell you the truth, even if the truth is hard to hear. Find someone who will know when to pick you up when you get knocked down, or when you say, "Stay down, I got this." Selena and Dahlia weren't tied to each other. They weren't forced to do everything together. They chose it. They would have been just as successful in their own right had they walked down divergent paths while at Ashley Ridge. But they chose to do it together because there is nothing more important to your own well-being, whether it be academic, physical, or emotional, than you have a person in your life who is your person. Selena and Dahlia got lucky. They were born together. Your search might take work. It might take years, but it'll be one of the most important things you do in your life. Not surprisingly, our valedictorian and salutatorian, Selena Halabi and Dahlia Halabi, will both attend Clemson Honors College. Both Selena and Dahlia will pursue degrees in bioengineering with a minor in music. Ladies and gentlemen, salutatorian Dahlia Halabi and then valedictorian Selena Halabi.
Good morning, families, teachers, administrators, friends, and the Ashley Ridge class of 2020. It's an honor to be standing in front of you today, and an even greater honor that all of you are awake to listen to this. Before I go on, I'd like to point out that no one here has proof my sister and I didn't switch places today. Technically, none of you know we didn't switch identities at freshman orientation. Today is a day for celebration and for reflection, but mostly it's a day for gratitude. We are thankful for our selfless teachers and staff who paved the way for us. We're grateful to our family and friends whose support we fell back on, leaned into time and time again. We treasure all the jokes and the last-minute cram sessions among friends. We are thankful for every good morning and how are you as we walk through the halls. We are indebted to the forever family we made in a temporary home. We know that after March 13th, what we miss the most is what we shared. That electric and contagious excitement before a game, a competition, a show. Shared feeling of existential dread before an exam. The pride we took and still take in exaggerating our disappointment at lockdown ILT. Together we've taken on challenges. We've braved the horrors of the intersection of A Hall and C Hall on a Monday morning. We felt the wrath of College Board. Please don't cancel my scores. Many of us have finished a test in degree mode only to realize it should have been in Radian. And a new set of challenges arose with school cancellations. We tuned in for virtual meetings and we thought to ourselves, senioritis wasn't supposed to be caused by an actual virus. But I hope that as you enter the workforce, serve in the armed forces, or begin your college years, you remember the lessons you learned as a swamp fox. You remember the teachers and friends who reminded you to escape the monotony, to find and give love and hope in every corner of your world. I hope that in the face of a crisis, you choose not to look away, but to ask, how can I help? That's what it means to be a swamp fox, to learn how to be part of a family, a community. I know I'm not the only one who is tired of hearing that we are living in uncertain, uncharted, unprecedented times. What I want to tell you today is that you are unprecedented. We are a wave of change and of spirit and of courage that the world has never seen. I know we will continue to channel our energy for rallying behind one another, for fighting for each other's dreams, for standing alongside each other through the best and through the worst for the rest of our lives. We will champion for the causes we believe in and extend a hand to those who need it. And we hope that one day we'll have paved a path forward for those who come after us, the same way Ashley Ridge did for us. Ashley Ridge, I am so grateful to have learned alongside you and to have learned from you for the past 4 years. You will never cease to amaze me with your talent, your grit, and most importantly, your heart. Class of 2020, congratulations. Thank you.
Well done. One thing that the world can probably agree on is that high school seniors are ranked pretty high on the list of groups affected by COVID-19. This is a historic year. In years from now, you'll have great stories to tell your children. But it would have been a historic year anyway, for different reasons, right? So today I'm going to award one of you with the Senior of the Year award. The senior that the faculty chose is special, but he is special because he has great qualities that you all have. When we chose him, we had all of you in mind. He is a wonderful combination of everything it means to be a swamp fox, but he's also just like you. He is kind, he's warm, he's funny, and a little quirky, just like many of you. And I hope that you keep your quirky, funny, kind warmth throughout your days. Like many of you, he loves to laugh and laugh at himself. And if there is ever a year to embrace the humor in things, this is it. Be like him and continue to laugh as you leave Ashley Ridge and go out into this so-called real world. Sometimes you'll find that you laugh because of the world and sometimes in spite of it. Either way, laugh out loud as often as you can. He sees the good thing. He sees the good in things. This is true of so many of you sitting here. Continue to see the good in everything you can. Better yet, be the good for those who need it. He is a giver of gifts and of his time. He's a good friend to many of you because of this. But I look out into the crowd to see many givers. Young adults who have given their time to school events that wouldn't have worked without them, who have given their energy to charitable endeavors when there was absolutely nothing in it for them, and who have given the greatest gift of friendship to someone who is in need of it. Throughout your lives, continue to be givers and always try to give more than you take in everything that you do. When he is passionate, nothing stops him. He focuses on his goals and often achieves them. I know that so many of you have found your passion in your new college major or your military aspiration, in your art and in your music, in your service to the community. For those of you who have yet to find your passion, how wonderful to still be searching. No matter how long it takes, continue to find the thing that will drive your dreams. The faculty chose this senior because he is so much like all of you in the best ways. He has a good heart and a kind soul, just like you. He is strong in will and determined to make his next year his best, just like you. He will accomplish great things, just like you. The only thing that he may do better than you is possibly the hula, because he's going to the University of Hawaii in the fall. The Senior of the Year for the class of 2020 is Jimmy Pugh. Come on down. You can cut through. At this time, I'd like to announce the scholarship totals for the class of 2020. Our goal at Ashley Ridge is to make sure that if a student wants to go to college, they'll have an opportunity to attend. We do not want a student to not have the opportunity to pursue their goal, their dream, due to financial constraints. As of this day, a class of 506 diploma-earning students has earned over $20.4 million to various colleges and universities from around the United States. Yes, you need to clap for that. That is huge. Currently, we have 41 Palmetto Fellows. We've got 172 students that will be eligible to receive the 2-year Life Scholarship, and we have 159 students that will be eligible to receive the 4-year Life Scholarship. Students wearing a medal with a black ribbon have earned the Dorchester II Diploma of Distinction. These students have gone above and beyond in their coursework, their grades, and their extracurricular involvement. We recognize our students who earned a WIN Work Ready certificate of platinum, gold, silver, or bronze. Those students and their achievements are recognized by a designated cord that they're wearing. This year, 94% of our seniors have earned a Work Ready certificate of platinum, gold, silver, or bronze. Congratulations to them. Our 19 students who graduated with an associate's degree from Trident are wearing a black mortarboard. They have graduated, they just may not have officially walked across that stage, but they have got a black mortarboard on. Ashley Ridge recognizes a group of seniors that are involved in our AP programs. They're called our AP Scholars. This year, our AP Scholars are made up of 65 seniors who have earned at least 7 or more AP credits. Congratulations to those seniors. Thank you to Ms. Chelsea Sewell, Ms. Carolyn Pastor, Ms. Tiffany Ravenel, Ms. Toya Richardson, Ms. Sarah Gibson, Ms. Callie Purvis, Ms. Jennifer Collins, Ms. Shelby Achilles, and Ms. Shannon Scott, our Director of Counseling, for all of their time and their effort in making sure that our seniors have options. I also can't help but believe that Miss Meg Jenkins is with us today. There's no doubt that she's enjoying this celebration as well today. This is quite an accomplishment for all in the class of 2020, especially considering all that they've had to endure this year. Congratulations, seniors. And now, our valedictorian.
Good morning, class of 2020, teachers, families, and staff. I am so humbled and excited to be here with you today. Like you, I had long forgotten there was a 7:30 in the morning, but I hope you share in my happiness in being able to celebrate every milestone, hardship, and victory that has brought us together in this moment. I acknowledge that you all are understandably dreading listening to virtually the same person speak to you today. So I've decided to give the exact same speech as my sister. Feel free to completely zone me out. Graduates, I feel along with you in your disappointment and frustration at the loss of the ending that we imagined to our 4 years. I can't believe we missed senior skip day. It is very easy to be bitter, to be overwhelmed by our own sadness and the weight of a whole world grappling with tragedy. But as evidenced by your sitting here today, you did not choose bitterness. You chose hope. You chose love. You chose gratitude. You chose Netflix marathons and Instagram challenges to distract you from 2020. And you chose happiness. Although we all currently share the challenge of being seniors in 2020, we must remember that we aren't defined by our challenges. The class of 2020 is defined by so much more. We proudly learned the Cupid Shuffle in kindergarten and sang Dynamite in 2nd grade, and unfortunately, every year after that. We can say we waited hours in line for free donuts without blinking an eye. We are not the same people who entered Ashley Ridge in the fall of 2016. We have learned so much. We discovered the people and places that made us feel the most ourselves. We learned love, empathy, and kindness. We learned about the beautiful stories that result when we come together. We learned how to miraculously disappear from the classroom when it was time to check for dress code. Some things we did not learn and may never learn, like the second verse of the Ashley Ridge alma mater. And we will keep learning and learning. We will learn new ways to celebrate one another and ourselves. We will learn that we are not as powerless as we might feel in the face of it all. I think the class of 2020 is well equipped to embrace the good and the bad of what comes. We are existing, we are living, and growth is the byproduct of living. There are so many memories that we will keep in our hearts. Memories of people who crossed into our lives, if only momentarily. Dreams we embraced. That phase you had in 6th grade when you only wore glitter. The teachers who never lost faith in us even when we did. Our families and friends who support us relentlessly. In a world that constantly gives us reasons to despair, we search for the good. We become that good. We keep our eyes and hearts open to the ways that we can help one another. We don't ask for our challenges, but we rise to meet them every time. These are the values we learned to embody during our time at Ashley Ridge. So today, we reflect on the people that got us here and on our own commitment to surviving, learning, and growing that got us here. And we celebrate. Ashley Ridge, thank you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
We will begin with the awarding of the diplomas with our honor students, valedictorian and distinguished honor graduate, Selena Hani Halabi. Salutatorian and distinguished honor graduate, Dalia Ani Halabi. Our distinguished honor graduates are Kayla Ashlyn Acree, Annika Isabel Acuna Gallardo, Jada Azaria Allen, Oliver Todd Allen, Sydney Ann Barnett, Donovan Clayton Batts, Marissa Nicole Bigley, Amanda Lee Blake, Johanna Collins Bodkin, Alexander Michael Borshevitz, Noah Ray Boykin, Kevin Thomas Brigham Jr., Dalton Douglas Brown, Katie Ann Burchett, Cheyenne Lachey Caldwell, Aaron Michael Cronister, Hannah Marie Clowers, Megan Lee Coker, Louis George Colon, Bethany Hope Crafton, Sariana Tatiana Danella Cruz, Winter Rose Curry, James Thomas Dodge, Lillian Eve Doniger, Megan Pearl Doshier, Nicholas Michael English, Sydney Michelle Erickson, Betsy Lee Erickson, Corey Darren Fairman, Catherine Grace Ferris, Mary Elena Inocencia Fernandez Parker, Maya Camille Fink, Malik Brandon Fleming, Ethan Matthew Fletcher, Bailey Patrick Ford, Catherine Lynn Gardner, Carter Ryan Garland, Colby Michaela Goodwin, Kaylee Shay Graham, Abigail Lloyd Grossman, Colin Bryce Grover, Xiaoqian Gao, Matthew Christian Hart, Jared Luke Hatcher, Jerica Lee Hatcher, Jackson Ellie Hazara, Jalen Latisse Irving, Dylan Reed Johns, Virginia Stewart Cackley, Allie Shea Cargis, Lily Renee Karstrom, Megan Lee Kovacs, Sarah Morgan Langhouse, Richard William Lindmeyer V, Jack Wesley Lovelady, Olivia Grace Madsen, Caitlin Elise Mallory, Paula Jean Trajano Mallory, Caitlin Michelle Mannion, Audra Christine Martin, Olivia Grace Millard, Megan Marie Maurer, Amy Georgiana Murphy, Abigail Elizabeth Nelson, Marley Senna Nelson, Ethan Thomas Olair, Ashton Taylor Palencia, Sweta M. Patel, Haley Ann Patterson, America Nicole Alexandria Perez, Logan Jean Poole, Autumn Elizabeth Preedy, Addison Elise Przymirski, James Allen Pugh III, Harold Cade Ratliff, Harley Grace Ryblin, Cody Dean Rogers, Madeline Grace Ross, William Bailey Rudd, Ryan James Rutillo, Logan Scott Sarver, Jacqueline Rose Seidel, Abigail Brierly Schultz, Austin Leo Smith, Justin Alexander Smith, Tanner Addington Spencer, Jada Logan Spiner, Clayton Alexander Stem, Samuel Dickinson Stever, Quinn Patrick Swan, Natalia Marie Thomas Sarmiento, Alexander Michael Thompson, Kelly Ann Thornhill, Michael Benjamin Trimboli, Robert Preston Tuttle, Shelby Lane Van Sluten, Sarah Christine Walker, Jan Teda Weekly, Sydney Sloan Weaver, Rebecca Lynn Whaley, Ethan Lake Williams, Peyton Elizabeth Woods. Our honor graduates are Robert Charles Ard II, Chase Andrew Armbruster, Caleb Blake Augustine. Brian Edward Bible. Tristan Robert Bisbano. Tajir Kristan Patience Blanding. Liam Cade Brunson. Brianna Riley Burgess. Jaron Butler Centers. Aniala Iambi Church. Haley Danielle Collins. Tyler Francis Collins. Morgan Elizabeth Daniel. Rebecca Joy Diebold. Bruno Anthony DeGenero. Alexandria Jade Elliott. Skylar Nicole Eubanks. Andrew James Fersner. Shakayla Amari Flott. Andrew Foster Foltz. Abigail Marie Francisco. Emily Grace Francisco. Emily Joy Guerin. Nicholas Leo Graziani. Braden Anthony Harbert. Jordan Alexis Hardy. Anna Marie Harp. Luke William Harrington. William Henry Hoover. Victoria Elizabeth Eiler. Eric Charles Jasso. Lillian Elizabeth Jeter. Audrey Lake Johnson. Mason James Kubat. Jordan Virginia Kuzniak. Jamie Nicole Lifereri. Lauren Isabella Lopez. Michaela Lynn Madison. Aiden Gina Marshburn. Taylor Brooke McCall. Donovan Shaw McGee. Ellie Grace Melton. Emily Grace Miner. Devin Ray Moeller. Mackenzie Catherine Molinax. Micah James Nicholas. Alicia Gwynn Parent. Haley Christina Phillip. Chase William Robinson. Tiernan Lee Ruthier. Kimberly Anna Sage. Jada Monteria Simmons. Anna Sonthwal. Taylor Davis Sparling. Jalen Maud Stone. Anna Frances Talley. Laura English Tetrick. Ryan Matthew Thomas. Ian Joshua Tiller. Catherine Suzanne Unsinger. Danielle Marie Vaccaro. Evan James Vance. Corey Jamel Van Horn. Kilani Marie Watkins. Lane Elizabeth Webb. Hannah Hope Willard. Diamante Armani Williams. John Thomas Williams. Congratulations to the distinguished honor graduates and the honor graduates. Austin Connor Adcock. Liliana Jean Adkins. Grayson Douglas Akins. Kaylee Christine Allen. Kyle Boyd Allen. Shania Estelle Renee Alston. Matthew Gregory Anderson. Lydia May Antonucci. Caitlin Marie Ard. Caitlin Lee Arneson. William Jaheim Adles. Emily Elizabeth Bashevsky. Alexa Jordan Baldoni. Benjamin William Baruti. Layla Elise Barrera. Richard Kobe Bartlett. Josephine May Bates. Tristan Robert Beachy. Asharia Bihishia Zadeh. Emily Elizabeth Beloff. Hayden Grace Bennett. Parker James Bennett. Cameron Scott Berger. Jacob Lee Berry. Zoe Ann Biswell. Skylar Corin Boer. Madison Taylor Bowers. Brooke Ann Braden. Trenton D'Angelo Braley. Brittany Renee Jewel Braxton. Christopher Evan Bridgewater. Madeline Claire Briggs. Ahmad Omar Brown. Connor Kenneth Brown. Jasmine Nicole Brown. Rashad Tyrell Brown. Matthew Jacob Buchanan. Kayla St. John Busey. Caroline Isabella Byrne. Harrison Chandler Byrne. Noah Austin Butcher. Olivia Delane Caldwell. Grady Edwin Calms Jr. Joseph Donald Cannavaro. Alyssa Brooke Capo. Elizabeth Deline Carey. Matthew Stephen Carr. Amy Gabriela Castillo. Caden Lee Calder. Trevor Thomas Chandonnet Corey. Jessica Michaela Chandler. Preston Thomas Chevry. Camille Ann Chilcote. Trevante Aaron Damon Chisholm. Nicole Jasmine Shirkova. Jacob Ryan Church. Molly Delaney Church. Brandon David Clark. Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Bryce Patrick Clark. Riley Shay Clements. Kennedy Noel Clemens. Reagan Dyer Clifton. Rosalind Octavia Cobbs. Hannah Michelle Cole. Cedrum Lavelle Coleman. Hannah Quinn Collins. Ashton Evo Calucci. Aaron Connor. Javion Charles Donnell Cooper. Nathaniel Cooper. Victoria Summer Craig. Mary Elizabeth Crosby. Victor Antonio Cruz Muniz. Markayla Adriana Cummings. Blaise Thomas Dampier, Joshua Andrew Dandridge, Nicole Giovanna Danable, Nathan Drew Davidson, Jaron Lee Keith Davis Jr., Kyler Andrew Davis, Callie Danielle Dillon, Emma Margaret Deller, Soraya Nicole Deloach, Melania Palmer DeMott, Madison Elaine DeWitt, Shania Nahama Diaz-Jones, Tyler Joseph Dimmick, Johann Xavier Delmaro, Tanaya Danae Doctor, Amari Andrea Dons, Kirsten Ami Donofrio, Corbin Jacob Doris, Matthew Clark Duncan, Jacob Andrew Dupsky, Ethan Scott Dyke, William Alexander Edge, Ambria Rhiannon Edmond, Adia Ladecia Edwards, Brandon Joseph Eisenstein, Tyra Nicole Elliott, Xavier Raquel Kishane Elmore, Kelly Daniel Fagan, Emily Rose Farmer, Jacob Daniel Fazenbaker, Christian Thomas Fortner, William Hayden Foster, Tashera Lynette Freeman, Kayana Shakella Gaddis, Jason Gadsden, Alazar Isaiah Gadsden, Isaiah Jamar Gilliard Kitchen, Trinity Marie Gallerani, Katie Ann Garcia, Cesar Tomas Garcia, Javan Jared Terrell Gardner, Alexandria Monique Elaine Garrett, Keoma Lachey Gathers, Aaliyah Jacori Gathers, Caitlin Ashley Gibson, Thomas Fleetwood Stepyanin Gersh, Kayvon Shamari Glenn, Kenya Tanae Goff, Terrell Renard Goodwine Jr., Morgan Reese Gossick, Caroline Ann Grace, Trejor Germaine Graham Jackson, Jada Alexis Grant, Dante Ramon Green, Tyrese D'Angelo Groom, Brooke Peyton Haberman, Wasim Fahid Hadwe, Malik Amari Hales, Rebecca Grace Hall, Zanaya Noel Hampleton, Rachel Leanne Hampton, Madison Georgia Harlan, Colby Michael Harmon, Abby Gail Hassel, Shanasia Margaret Lamaria Hayward, Andrew Joseph Hearing, Remus John Herbert Jr., Jacob Taylor Herman, Chloe Michelle Hilborn, Olivia Paige Hill, Avery Joelle Hollingsworth, Logan Lawrence Hollingsworth, Madison Nicole Hooks. Jasmine Montana Huff. Caitlin Rihanna Howard. Rhiannon Elizabeth Howard. Haley Alexis Faith Huckabee. Alyssa Joy Hookey. Erin Elise Hurst. Tamia Lucretia Hutcherson. Dakota Alexander Hudson. Matthew Seth Ingram. Amari Chantel Jackson. Anthony Divinity Jackson II. Chance Shamor Jackson. Tobias William Jenkins. Declan Anton Jurger. Cameron Sean Johnson. Christopher Allen Johnson. Jaheim Jamal Johnson. Jessica Danielle Nicole Johnson. Lee Rebecca Jonas. Joseph Christopher Jones. Kirsten Danielle Jones. Taluna Simone Jones. Owen Joseph Kelly. Mackenzie Nicole Kempton. Amanda Grace Kennard. Laura Lumiere Kirliova. Erin Lynn Kinesic. Zoe Rebecca Madison Ladson. Jacob Jet Landis. Sierra Marie Larman. Savannah Grace Laughlin. Anthony John Larino. Isaiah Travez Lawrence. Dante Tejan Lee. Morgan Marie Lemming. Mary Marks Leonard. Kylie Alexis Lewis. Amanda Grace Lipsy. Evan Christopher Logan. Shea Elizabeth Lyles. Eric Julian Machado. Caleb Michael Mack. Kayla Rochelle Mack. John Brousseau Mahaffey. Mark Brousseau Mahaffey. Brooks Christopher Major. Aaron Joseph Marley. Alicia Marie Martin. Jared Dakota Martin. Nicholas Monroe Masterson. Jada Simone Maxwell. Priyana Marissa Maxwell. Joseph Mitchell McCorkle. Carson William McDaniel. Jordan Savion McGee. Keyshawn Carlton McLeod. Elena Rose Melendez. Ashanti Talila Miller. Abrian Lauren Millington. Matthew Daniel Mangello. Blake Matthew Mons. Tyrell Maurice Moore. Victoria Petra Morris. Reagan Marie Motley. Savannah Renee Mount. Cassandra Marie Muckenfuss. Emmett Allen Murray. Kinsey Marie Musat. Julie Marie Napoli. Lauren Gianna Napoli. Colby Scott Neal. Logan Ryan Nicholas. Ethan Edward Novoselsky. Morgan Riley O'Neill. Abigail Ashley Otto. Thomas Gray Owens. Cameron DeMarquez Parker. Grayson Cole Parr. Devin Christopher Pastors. David Ashton Perkins. Mackenzie Elizabeth Perkins. Markel Rashad Perkins. Gabrielle Isaac Perry. Chase Walker Peterson. Cameron Lee Petrick. Chandrika Ariana Malaysia Pitts. Charles William Platt III. Nicholas George Ploth. Nicole Destiny Louise Poloni. Christopher Michael Poplin Jr. Justice Caillou Powell. Abigail Elizabeth Quinn. McKenna Reese Rahi. Christopher Robert Ramirez. Mackenzie Jade Rawls. Diazane Asia Reed. Patricia Denise Reed. Peyton Nicole Renfro. James Reyes Ramirez. Lucas Isaac Richardson. Jalicia Monteja Roberts. Alexander Daniel Rulo. Janet Ruiz Alberto. John Colby Rupel. Annabelle Nicole Salvo. Gabriel Anderson Sammons. Brendan Allen Sampson. Marie Luisa Santiago Batista. Daisy Bella Shamiena. Deshauna Lachey Scott. Chloe Ray Scroggins. Joshua Curtis Sharo. John Paul Singleton III. Jordan Christopher Alexander Singleton. Kayla Nishay Singleton. Samantha Nicole Singleton. Samuel Alexander Scogland. Tanacia Dominique Small. Quintera Lashara Smalls. Zykeria Emerald Smalls. Victoria Lauren Smart. Dekaire Shantasia Smiley. Nolan James Smiley. Alexis K. Smith. Andrew Erickson Smith. Paul David Smith III. Riley Elizabeth Smith. Evan Eric Sobziak. London Monique Alicia Spann. Ethan Edward Speakman. Jerry Stefan Stansberry. Maria Dawn Starbird. Alex Christopher Stepp. Madison Jordan Stepp. Tyler Chance Stillman. Matthias Ernest Stock. Cameron Job Stone. David Richard Stone. Detrene Lashai Stone. Jaron Bryce Strickland. Graham Corey Stewart. Ethan James Suku. Dylan Patrick Sullivan. Joseph Jonathan Julian Sullivan. William Nathaniel Somerset. Hampton Cole Summerhill. Julia Rose Sutherland. Ethan Travis Swartz. Aaliyah Mariani Chichi. Jada Nicole Thompson. Jacob Daniel Thompson. Courtney Marie Tingley. Alexis Elaine Toppy. Madeline Hope Van Dyke. George Louis Vasquez. Vincent Albert Velasco. Lucy Bell Wagner. Kamea Quanis Walker. Moses Shamarl Walker. Grayson Elizabeth Wallace. Ina Evelyn Irene Washington. James David Washington Jr. Zanaya Judea Makessa Washington. Cheyenne Marie Watts. Andrew Jackson Wheel. Sarah Elizabeth Whaley. Naquan Kulez White. Pierce Sadler White IV. Bari Tyra Wigfall. Samantha K. Wiggins. D'Angelo Jeremiah Williams. Danae Tyrell Williams. Donovan Imani Williams. Durante Karshawn Williams. Javante Xavier Williams. Logan Reed Williams. Trevon Malik Williams. Taiwana Nicole Williams. Douglas Edward Willingham III. Jeremiah Rashawn Wilson. Logan J. Wilson. Robert James Wilson III. Lelia Ocean Wilson Rodriguez. Emery Grace Walter. Josie Beatrice Woods. Brandon Lee Warden. Logan Alexander Wright. Idaria Santis Young. And Gracie Marie Youngerman.
Now, it is my duty as principal of Ashley Ridge High School and on behalf of the faculty and staff of Ashley Ridge High School to certify to Superintendent Pye and our Board of Trustees that these seniors, the class of 2020, they have fulfilled all state and local requirements to earn their high school diploma. Mr. Pye, it is my hearty recommendation that they be accepted as duly qualified.
And as superintendent, and on behalf of the Dorchester School District 2 Board of Trustees and the state of South Carolina, I do certify that all of the candidates for South Carolina's high school diploma here today have met all graduation requirements. Therefore, I proudly accept this, the Ashley Ridge class of 2020, as graduates. Congratulations.
Good morning to the class of 2020 and the family and staff members that are here for us today. I am Megan Kovacs, your senior class president, and it has been an honor to hold this position. Today is not quite the day we had all imagined it would be, but I am thankful that we are getting to graduate in our home for the last 4 years. We have been placed in a unique situation, and we have handled it with grace and dignity as we finished the year. I'm so proud of my fellow classmates. I could not have gotten through this year without each and every one of you. Our hard work is finally paying off. My time at Ashley Ridge has taught me many things. School is about so much more than what you learn in the classroom. It is about the relationships you make, the friends you have to keep or leave behind, the teachers who challenge your views and force you to take a new perspective on life, and the lessons you learn through the experiences you have. I want to thank the teachers and friends who have guided us through these past 4 years. They helped shape us into the people we are today. High school will never be a perfect memory looking back. We will always see the ups and downs, but I truly believe that everyone graduating today can look back on their time at Ashley Ridge and cherish the good times over the bad. As the wise cast of High School Musical once sang, everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same, we're different in a good way. Together is where we belong. Swamp Foxes, we have shared the last 4 years together and filled them with unforgettable memories. As we move into the next chapter of our lives, we will face many new challenges, unlike any we have ever known. But the world is ours. Take every opportunity you are given. Hold on to the lessons you learned in high school. They'll help you more than you know. I will never forget my time at the Ridge, and I hope you don't either. One last time, we are Class of 2020. At this time, please stand. And move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, we did it. Please remain standing to sing our alma mater, Cardinal and Gold, loud and proud, one last time. It's on the front of your booklets if you need it. Thank you, guys.
Play the recessional. Hey, go over there and get him to get the recessional going. Now, the sound guy. Again, I'm going to remind the parents we're going to recess the students out, and then once they have left, then we'll move. So, the recessional.